Hi, my name is Ted Meyerson. I'm a volunteer with AARP Maryland. I'm talking today with Keith Custer, Supervisory Special Agent with the FBI, and we're going to talk about cryptocurrency. Keith, what is cryptocurrency and how does it work?
Hey, good afternoon, Ted. It's a pleasure to be here and talking about cryptocurrency scams with you today. Uh, so cryptocurrency it's been around for a while. It's still kind of an evolving technology. I think a formal definition would be it's a digital representation of value that can be used as a medium of exchange. So it's something that's attempting to replace a regular currency. There's many types. I'm sure most people are familiar with a Bitcoin, which is the most common type of digital currency. But there's other coins out there, such as Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Monero, just to name a few. Each of these coins has a slightly different set of characteristics and attributes, but all cryptocurrencies, for the most part, have a lot of the same things in common. So let's talk about how we store cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency is stored in what are called wallets or digital wallets. And these wallets have what's called a public key, which is kind of akin to an account number, and a private key. And as the name indicates, the private key is something that you want to keep to yourself because it allows you the authority to conduct transactions with whatever digital currency is held within that wallet. So if you think of the public key as an account number, then you can think of a private key as your PIN or password. And there's many different types of wallets out there. You can have what's called a hot wallet. And a hot wallet is simply one that's connected to the internet. So you might have a wallet through an exchange, a company like Coinbase or Binance, or a software wallet that you've downloaded onto your phone. And the other type of digital wallet is called a cold storage wallet. So this is more secure because this type of wallet is not connected to the internet at all. Usually it's going to be on some kind of removable media like a USB thumb drive. So that's how we store our cryptocurrency. One of the other common aspects of digital currency is something called the blockchain. So the blockchain is simply a ledger or a list of all the transactions that have ever been conducted using that particular type of currency. And it's one of the kind of unique features of cryptocurrency. And every transaction that's recorded has its own ID number or hash to record that transaction. And then the last kind of characteristic, we have these people who are called miners. And these are the folks that run kind of high-speed computers that validate and verify each of these digital currency transactions. So it takes a lot of computing power to do it. There's a lot of cryptography and algorithms involved. And essentially, these miners are verifying each transaction to make sure that that one particular piece of digital currency involved in a particular transaction has not already been spoken for in another transaction. So that's kind of how they keep things honest. So how do we get cryptocurrency? Well, the easiest way is to buy it using fiat currency, US dollars, at a website or an exchange like a Coinbase or a Binance or a Kraken. There's many of them. Some are common to the United States, but then there's a lot of them that are based overseas. In addition, you might have heard of Bitcoin ATMs. So it's an ATM machine where you can go put US currency in and you can direct that to a particular wallet. So if you have a cryptocurrency wallet set up, you can go put $100 into a Bitcoin ATM and that will populate into your digital wallet. Or you can conduct transactions with peers. So kind of a peer-to-peer private transaction.
Okay, that sounds pretty complicated to me. To make it simple, how does it differ from a US dollar?
Yeah, so there's a lot of key differences, some by design and some not. But the most important thing folks need to remember when they're transacting in cryptocurrency is that these transactions are not reversible. So if you're online shopping with a credit card and the product doesn't never arrives, or it's not as described, or it's just a flat out scam, you have recourse. You can request a reversal of that transaction through your credit card company, and most of the time that money is going to get refunded to you. Or even if you send a bank wire or do an ACH transaction using US currency, there are ways that you can flag that, go to your financial institution and ask for that transaction to be reversed. With digital currency or cryptocurrency, you're going straight peer-to-peer or individual to individual with no one in between. So that's a very important aspect. Another important thing to remember is this currency is not backed by any government at all. So there's no federal deposit insurance like you have at a bank. If the bank collapses, or if your money is stolen from the bank, that money is insured by the government. No such protection exists if that happens to your cryptocurrency. And then the last thing is regulation. So obviously banks, credit unions, and any kind of financial institution in the United States is heavily regulated for the amount of reserves a bank has to keep on board to make sure that users' deposits are protected and safe. There is a little bit of regulation on cryptocurrency in the United States. Exchanges that operate in the United States are supposed to follow the same anti-money laundering regulations and know your customer regulations, but there are many exchanges and users out there that are completely unregulated. They don't have to comply with any kind of U.S. Law enforcement requests or things like that. So again, someone who's scammed using cryptocurrency has very little recourse.
Okay, so cryptocurrency is, like the word says, currency. How does it apply to scams? What kind of scam? How do I get started?
So it's becoming something that the criminals are using because of that lack of regulation. So because it's not regulated, investigators in law enforcement have very little kind of visibility into how it's being used. Again, we have anti-money laundering regulations here in the United States, and suspicious transactions can be flagged by financial institutions and pointed out to law enforcement. So criminals realize that they're able to fly a little more under the radar using cryptocurrency. And again, because they're receiving funds directly from a victim, there's no recourse for getting those funds back once a scam transaction happens.
So if I understand you correctly, scammers are using cryptocurrency as a way of payment, maybe replacing gift cards.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Ted. So we, in the past, we've seen, scammers directing victims to buy, transmitting victim funds to the scammer, and more we're seeing the use of cryptocurrency replace the use of gift cards and cash and wire transfers and other transactions like that.
Okay, so what are some good tips you might give me to avoid a cryptocurrency scam?
Sure. Well, the biggest thing is to be suspicious of any business or any government entity that is demanding that you pay any kind of fee or fine in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is not something that's regularly accepted by businesses yet. There are some limited places where you can spend cryptocurrency, but it is not yet a mainstream form of currency, and the same is true of a government. And another thing that you can be aware of is a good hallmark for any kind of investment. If someone is promising you returns that are astronomical or seem too good to be true, it probably is. So if you're being promised a 100% return on an investment over a period of a few weeks or a month, that's a scam, and you should run away. And then the last piece of advice, and we'll talk a little bit more about it later, is don't mix online dating or relationships with investments. That's a hallmark of a cryptocurrency investment scam.
So if I heard you correctly, cryptocurrency has two roles. It can be used as a scam, figuring its volatility, saying you're going to make me a lot of money, or it's used as a payment to the scammer. Do I have that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And there are a lot of people who've legitimately invested in cryptocurrency more as kind of an investment. And in fact, the U.S. government treats Bitcoin and other forms of cryptocurrency as assets more resembling stock than they do an actual currency. But again, this is anybody who's investing in cryptocurrency needs to understand that this is a risky proposition, and there are no guarantees. So I would just encourage folks that if they're not 100% sure of what they're doing, to just kind of steer away from it.
What are some common cryptocurrency scams that are out there right now?
Sure. The most common one and kind of the most harmful one that we're seeing is something that's been dubbed as pig butchering. And this is a term that's been translated from Chinese because a lot of the individuals that are perpetrating this scam are from China or other parts of Southeast Asia. So the term derives from that. And the idea is, the scammer is fattening up the victim over a course of time before they kind of move in for the kill. So it's an ugly term. Here at the FBI, we simply refer to it as cryptocurrency investment scams. And they usually start out with the individual being contacted kind of randomly via a text message on their phone or a message through social media, be it Facebook or LinkedIn or another platform like that. Over a period of time, the scammer is going to cultivate a relationship with the victim. So the scammer will spend weeks, if needed, to kind of develop a relationship and build that trust that allows them to kind of move forward with the scam. They'll casually mention that they're into investing in cryptocurrency, and they'll actually wait until the victim asks them if they can learn how to do it, this cryptocurrency investment. And the scammer has, in the meantime, set up a fake website that resembles a real trading platform. So the victim will be directed to deposit actual funds to purchase their own cryptocurrency and then send it to this fake website. And over the course of time, they'll conduct a number of fake trades in which it appears that they're making money hand over fist. They're turning $10,000 into $100,000 over the period of a week or two. And then the scammers will continue to kind of solicit money and eventually present the victim with the chance of a lifetime. The victim will be encouraged to liquidate everything they have, turn it to cryptocurrency, send it to the website, so they make this one trade that will triple their money overnight. When in fact, the website is completely fake, the trades never happened, and all that's happening is that the victim is sending their funds in cryptocurrency directly to the scammer. At the end of the scam, if a victim tries to withdraw funds, they'll be told that there's taxes due and they have to pay a 10% fee, and they'll continue to try and extract money with the hopes that the victim will continue to deposit funds. Even after the victim realizes that it's a scam, they'll try and hit the victim one last time by saying, hey, they'll be pretend to be a recovery service that can help them recover the funds that they've lost. So far and away, it is the most devastating type of cryptocurrency scam that we're seeing these days.
Got me shaking my head. How do you report such a thing?
Sure. You can report to the FBI using the Internet Crime Complaint Center. It's a organization within the FBI that handles all of these internet-related complaints. So the website for that is www.ic3.gov. So that's the Internet Crime Complaint Center. And you can also file a report with the cryptocurrency exchange from which you purchased your initial cryptocurrency. So Binance or Coinbase or organizations like that.
Technology moves us ahead, but I'm not sure it's in the right direction. Keith, lots of information, lots of warnings, lots of help for people to stay out of trouble. Thank you so much for spending time with us today, and go get them.
Thanks, Ted. We're doing our best, and I appreciate the opportunity. So everybody be safe out there.